Regretting You, which is a romantic drama it was adapted by screenwriter Susan McMartin from the novel by Colin Hoover, who wrote It Ends With Us, and directed by Josh Boone, who directed The Fault in Our Stars. So you kind of, we're in for a cocktail of, love and death and abuse and pop songs. So Alison Williams is Morgan Grant. Now follow this because it's complicated, all right? Morgan Grant, mother to McKenna Grace's Clara, with whom she became pregnant when she was young, and she wound up marrying Scott. Dave Franco is Jonah, who clearly had the hots for Morgan when young, then disappeared, is now married to Jenny, who is Morgan's younger sister, who talks to Clara as if she were her daughter. Are you following this?
I'm writing this down, but I am slightly confused.
Okay, so far, so complicatedly incestuous. Then there's Mason Thames, star of the Black Phone movies, and the gawky lead of the live-action How to Train Your Dragon, who is bad boy with a heart of gold, Miller Adams, for whom Clara, who you'll remember treats her aunt as if she is her mother, developed the hots after picking him up hitching. Here is a clip from the trailer.
Where is Clara?
Hey, Aunt Jenny.
Hey, Claire Bear.
Guess who just spent the last half hour with the coolest guy in school?
Oh my God.
Don't tell my mom about this.
You know she gets.
Yeah, no, of course I won't.
Sometimes it scares me how good of a liar you are.
Life can have a funny way of surprising you. My mom got pregnant with me when she was 18. She and my dad were high school sweethearts. My Aunt Jenny also ended up with her high school boyfriend, Jonah. I thought we would be one big happy family forever. But the universe had other plans.
I'm very sorry. Your husband and sister were in a car accident. We did everything we could.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That trailer says to me, this film is not for you.
There's a lot of information in there. Now, just to be clear, the husband and sister, who they tried everything but they couldn't do anything, are Jenny and Scott. Okay, so both are now dead. Crucially, both were in the car together. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so have you done the maths on this?
No, I haven't. Are they related in some way?
No, they're having a ding-dong. Well, they were having a ding-dong. They're not with us anymore because of the fatal car crash.
What happened to Morgan?
Morgan's still alive.
Morgan's still alive.
Morgan's still alive.
And Jenny, is she okay?
No, she's not.
No,
Jenny and Scott were in the car together. They were in the car together. Dun, dun, dun.
So where was Clara?
Weirdly, Clara was texting at the moment that it happened, which is a whole other thing. So now, just to get everyone up to speed again, so two adults who had the hots for each other when they were younger, who have both now lost their partners, who were in the car together when Jenny was texting, one of whom being the aunt who she treated like a mother, and a young girl grieving for her lost father, who is now falling for the local bad boy, and who would not be thrilled if A, her mum and uncle by marriage started, dating, and B, if she realised that the person that she thinks of as a nephew is... Anyway.
Can I just ask, I don't know whether you had these as a kid.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Richard Scarry
Rock
who
Family
wrote lots
Trees.
of kind of... Busy Town.
Oh, Busy Town.
And there's like hundreds and hundreds of people, and the baker is doing the thing, and then the butcher is doing this, and then you turn the page, and there's even more people doing even more things. It sounds like one of those.
Yeah, and that's just the setup, okay? So now, okay, it's essential thing. So you got the two people, both of whom have lost their partners. Yeah.
Right.
Fine.
Yeah.
No,
we're not fine.
Well, no, not fine.
Sad.
No, I mean, not good, obviously. And then the daughter,
on balance,
who's got the hots for the kid who she's told for the boy who's the local bad boy. Incidentally,
is he dead?
No, he's alive, and he's
still alive.
He's sucking a lollipop all the time because I think probably they want him to look like James Dean, but they don't want him to be smoking, so he's just got a lolly, not an iced lolly, like a lollipop.
Kojak.
Yeah, like Kojak. You
Right.
keep wanting him to say, who loves you, baby. Anyway, look, it's rubbish. Obviously, it's rubbish, but it is clearly rubbish with a target audience. I mean, I did spend a portion of the film remembering how much old, middle-brow white men hated the Twilight movies, and I really liked them. And I remember thinking, look, they're not for you, they're for a different audience, so, be a bit open-minded about it. And watch in the Nick Sparks movies. I mean, I love the Nick Sparks movies, and then people would write reviews that were really, really sniffy about them. I go, well, why? They're not, you're looking for a different thing. So I spent a lot of watching this thinking, is it just me? Because this isn't for me, clearly. And I think that there must be an element of that. My main problem is the sort of the way the film just glosses over some really queasy issues, and it solves problems immediately. I mean, there is one scene in it in which Morgan and Jonah, both of whom are grieving technically the loss of people close to them, solve the fact that they're unhappy by, and I'm not making this up, by throwing eggs at a picture they don't like. And it makes them laugh and realise that, oh, well, all that death happened, but never mind, because now we're in a different world and, and let's snog.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me, I don't know whether you ever saw 9.5 Weeks. 9.5 Weeks, the erotic thing with Mickey.
I think it was on television.
You're fine. There's a scene in 9.5 Weeks in which Mickey Rourke expresses his unbridled sadomasochistic lust for Kim Basinger by throwing the contents of his fridge at her to the sound of that pop song, which goes, I like bread and butter, I like toast and jam. And I remember watching that and thinking, I'm sorry, what world are these people in? And I felt exactly the same thing whilst watching this. Sorry, what world are these people in that this tragic thing has happened, but they've been made happy by throwing eggs at a picture that one of the people who is no longer alive liked. And said,
right.
It's a shame they're dead, but I never liked that picture. I know, let's throw eggs at it. I mean, that said, there are a couple of button-pushing moments in the film that must be quite effectively done, because I actually started welling up.
Okay,
I remember thinking, oh, for heaven's sake, really? What? Sometimes you want to actually speak to your physical responses and go,
is that because of Jenny? Because does she come back?
She hasn't gone anywhere. No, she has gone. She's dead. She's dead. Sorry,
she's dead.
She's dead.
Right.
Clara's fine. Clara is the daughter, I think. Yes, Clara's the daughter, and then he's the boy, Mason Dixon. I don't know, whatever.
Mason Dixon. That would be an unfortunate name.
He's called Mason Dixon, and he's having a ding dong with Clara Bow, and Jenny and Scott are gone, and Morgan and Jonah are still there, I think.
Right. Is there going to be a what's it called again? Regretting you. Is there going to be still regretting you? Regretting you even more. You think I was regretting you last time? Now I'm really going to regret you.